I'm Matt, Spartan Cops. And what I'm going to look at right now is when it's time to go hands-on with a suspect and I've got to make the decision to grab him, a lot's communicated through nonverbal communication. If I come in to grab this guy and I'm unsure of myself and I just gently take a hold of him, and that's communicating something to him. He's not intimidated. He's more likely to feel like he can win an encounter with me. And two, if he jerks his arm real quick, I'm not in a position to hang on. So if you pull your arm, I may lose the guy. Then he's going to turn and start pounding on me. So one thing that I want to do is when I've got a hold of him, I'm already planning steps ahead. I'm going to be playing chess while he plays checkers. And I've already grabbed a hold of him, and I am anticipating that he's going to resist me. So if he does, I'm not taken by surprise, and I can just seamlessly go into my technique. It's important to have that prearranged plan in mind, so that way I can speed through the OODA loop and put him disoriented and hard for him to observe what's happening to him, because he's going to be falling. So as I go up to take a hold of somebody, one, you'll notice my gun side is to the suspect. The reason for that is if I grab a hold of him here and he turns around and reaches for my gun, it's kind of awkward for him. Go ahead and reach over where my gun will be. See how off balance he is in trying to turn around? And I can see that. And I can go into my techniques. So I can either straight arm bar him, or he bends it, boom, I can go into my figure four, taking him down, but my gun's here. Also, if I'm escorting him through a crowd, it's going to be very difficult for people to grab my gun because it's protected right through us. So back to when I grab a hold of him. My middle finger and thumb are encircling the narrowest part of his wrist. That gives me the best hold on him. I've got small hands. Some people have really big wrists, so it's really hard to get a good grip. So I'm going to attack the narrowest part of the wrist. That allows some flexion of his wrist, which is uncomfortable. And as we go into our techniques, it's going to aid me and it's going to hurt him. So when I grab a hold of him and it's time to escort this guy, I'm already anticipating that he's going to attack me. I'm going to get a hold of him. My right hand, I tend to cup like a C right above his elbow. By doing that, as soon as he starts to fight with me, I can just straighten my palm and go right into an arm bar. It already puts me in the right position for when my hand makes that transition. I've got the blade edge of my wrist right into his tricep extender. At the same time, if he curls his arm, I shoot it right over, and I'm right into position to start taking him down the other direction. Okay, so it starts with a good escort position. Nice strong grip. When I grab a hold of him, he realizes that somebody's grabbed a hold of him that is willing to hurt him if the need arises. And so that communicates something to him.